When you go to many churches today, this is what you hear. You hear motivational pep talks. You hear, I don't know where this is coming from, but it's a new thing. They say it's all over television now. Down in Texas, these big mega churches all over the United States. Every sermon now started with a joke. I have people calling and writing to me say I can't go anymore because my pastor's just joking. You see, the handwriting is on the wall. You know and I know. Nobody can deny it anymore. Nobody's trying to deny it. We're heading for the falls. We're heading into the storm of all times. But you don't hear it now. What you hear is God wants you to be rich. He wants you to go first class. Come on, get in on the game. Do you know that there are 6,500,000,000 people on the earth today? 1,200,000 live on 23 cents a day. 2 billion people have no electricity. 80% of all people on earth now live in substandard housing. 1 billion people have no safe drinking water. Every 16 seconds somebody dies of hunger. 57 million people died in 2006. 10,500,000 of these were children less than 5 years old. 14 million children orphaned in the last 10 years of HIV/AIDS. 2 million children have died as a direct result of conflict in the past 10 years. And then we have those that stand in the pulpit and say, God wants you to be rich. And I heard a man tell me just today from Israel, editor of a magazine in Israel Today. And he said, I don't understand what I see on your television here. Jesus is all in gilded gold. While the world is starving, Christianity, evangelical Christianity, is depicted as gilded in gold. What does that say in Darfur? What does that say in Africa? What does that say in front of 10 million babies that have been orphaned? What does it say to the billions of people living on 23 cents a day or less? God wants you to be rich. God is speaking, but who's listening? I'm going to tell you, folks, God always has a faithful people who hear. But only those in love with Jesus are going to get it and understand it. God warns of sudden disasters so that we are not swept away by panic as the rest of the world will be. And we will know that this is not just a random act of terrorism when it comes. But God knew, God allowed, God spoke to His body, God spoke to His people.